Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeff. So in this video, we're going to check out the dance practice to SSERAFIM's performance on the MMA. Let me see if I have time for the Mama one as well. But I think a lot of you guys like the MMA performance more. So if you guys don't know, I did react to the actual performance, the broadcast version for both MMA and Mama on my Patreon. The link is down below. So if you guys are interested, you guys can check it out there. So with that said, I don't think I'll be that surprised with the things that they're doing here because I've already watched the broadcast version, but of course there are a lot of details missed because it was, the camera's changing. This one we're gonna get a full cam version or fixed version so we can see every single detail from head to toe. All right, let's get to it. I'm so glad Kazuha got like a solo in the beginning. Like the precision in her arm movements and those kind of things, like the fluidness and stuff, it's all derivative from her ballet training. There's such control to those because in ballet, as you guys know, we strengthen our arms quite a bit to be able to do those like insane body lines or for balance and stuff like that. So like, with even just with her gracefulness there, it's just like, whew, it's beautiful to see. Also already, like, kudos to the dancers at the back there. Like, they're incredible. Ah! I forgot about this. Okay, sorry. I wanted to say something, but like this part. Very ballet. The control, man! Okay. That leg up thing. Incredible control. And a lot of you guys that have rhythmic gymnastic training, ballet training, contemporary training, you guys will all know how hard that is. Because of the balance. What she did with Anti-Fragile is it's faster. You stand on one leg and then you go up, boom, boom, right? And in some versions, she holds herself up, and in other versions, she doesn't, which is already very impressive. But here, you guys have to know how incredibly difficult it is and how much training you need to be able to stand on one leg and then do that slowly. It takes a lot of work and mastery to be able to, and of course flexibility, to be able to hold that position very slowly until you get up. One imbalance within your other leg, you will wobble. And it was tricky the way they did it too in MMA because it's live, right? So it's very risky. You just have to be a total pro, which she is, to be able to do that. Damn, I wanted to see that for sure, like full frame, because on the broadcast it was medium shot. So it was nice to see it from full frame, just her turns, and I've been wanting to see her turn because I know she would just kill it. Okay, that was great. Now in the future, please give us like triple pirouette, get like maybe some turns with attitude, an attitude turn. Those will all be very incredible. I'm just like, okay, I'm looking forward to all the tricks, ballet tricks that she will do in the future. That was incredible to see. And this is a powerful stance, from everybody. Also, wait, I just realized this too. She has a different position. She reaches out and then it retracts. That's cool. I feel like it's easier to turn like open and then close, open and then close. I feel like that's easier than what she did. Hers is a little bit more kind of like windmill-y. But for the ballerinas out there, of course, comment down below which is easier for you. Because I feel like for me, it's easier if it's like um open, close, open, close. When you're turning like this, I feel like it's just a little easier to turn. With this, when you're turning like this, I feel like it requires more balance and centering so that you can execute that turn cleanly. The beautiful body lines. Hey! The back turn. The asymmetry of that was also incredible. The formation and the imagery that they're doing, which made it so interesting. It's not just like a symmetrical formation, which we've seen a lot. Like, I feel like in a lot of the award shows and music videos, we see a lot of that, line up and then you do an imagery, which is beautiful, but it's just nice to see a more asymmetrical vibe. And then you kind of peek out one by one. It's very interesting. And like Uncha's body line there, look at that part, like boom, right? Very smooth. This is really loud. This was I died. I'm like, come on! That's a great. Oh shit!
Do you think I'm fragile?
Not at all. That's strut. Ah! I was like, are you gonna raise it up again? Hey, nice isolated movements there. They hit it like point to point to point, so clean. I mean, I went bananas on that on the first watch, but like again here, like I wasn't expecting it. I'm like, huh? Yeah. So what I was saying in my dance reaction, in my MMA reaction, was that I feel like this group, you can put on Street One Fighter, and they do really well because they have this insane ability. It's almost like an underground vibe, because like a lot of people can dance, but like that underground vibe is what's gonna separate you from and put you to kind of like the Street One Fighter vibe. Because there's a lot of attitude and sassiness and like umph to the way you move. It's not as clean. Like I love cleanliness, but like clean with like attitude and sass and like vibe, at swag, that kind of thing. Those all play well. But of course, it depends on the concept, because you have concepts that are more pretty and beautiful, right? Like those totally fine. You're not gonna put attitude and sass in those, but like, if you're gonna try to do like a little bit more powerful type of vibe, then you will need the attitude and the essence that what they usually have in Street One Fighter. One of my Patreons said that it almost reminded her of like a Mega Crew mission, and I totally agree. So if you guys don't know, if you guys didn't watch Street One Fighter, there's a Mega Crew mission where like a group of like 5 to 7 or whatever, they would add more dancers to make this huge choreography. And yeah, this is basically what it looks like. Yes! I feel like I don't remember them bringing her up like that. Hey. A lot of hair whips. I like that part too. Boom, boom, boom. And there's a dynamic shift to that as well. And you need to hit those different points so that every level that you go up will be even more impactful. Oh my god, look at Chaewon's shoulder work. It's like isolated. It's probably because of also like, look how disconnected her not elbow, what is it called? Shoulder. Her shoulder, how disconnected her shoulder is. That's incredible. And this like it probably helps that she has like an open shoulder there. It really shows. But like, damn. Like how? How far do you go? There's a lot of cuts here. Hey. Okay, this is really cool. Oh! The visual? The imagery? Wait. That's insane! I don't think we saw that on the broadcast. Or it wasn't as impactful. Okay, wait. Shit, hold on. It's a whole thing. Yes! And then her flip. Cartwheel. Wow! Who choreographed this? This is incredible. How did they get to the back? I thought they were right behind Sakura. Jesus. This is insane. I'm glad. Oh, that's the end. I'm glad we were able to see all the details and the imagery because we did miss a lot. Which makes sense because, you know, in broadcasts you have tight frames, moving shots and all that. So, but it's nice to see it very continuous here, which is what the choreographer intended to do. And thank you for dance practices. Okay, so what I wanted to say, that's why I'm like, need to go back all the way. How far do I need to go back? Here. So this is an example of like that lineup thing that I was talking about earlier, and it's like more symmetrical. But what they did here is really cool because it's not just like the normal, you know, the hands and like you peeking out. It's this part. That's very Just Jerk. If you guys don't know what Just Jerk is, like, it's a dance team, very established, and they were also in Street Band Fighter. So that just reminds me of that. And then this is just genius, like the waves they added to it. It's just like, whoa. And like Sakura did such a great center time here. Her eyes are laser focused and very fierce, which is needed for this visual, for this imagery to work. She commanded that intensely. And then, you know, Yoonjin having such sass. I love her sass. Like, you know, like the way she struts in the center, gorgeous. That sequence there with the hand, it's almost voguing, right? Requires a lot of precision and cleanliness as well. You need to hit, move to move to move. Because what the tendency is, as I've spoken about it before, the tendency with fast, hard-hitting movements is that a lot of dancers cannot finish the move because they need to get to the next move right away. So in that section, it is important that you hit those specific moves so that the visual is clean. And I like that like little bounce. And that there's a chest pop there so that it makes that bounce even more prominent. So it's not just like up and down. It's like boom, you know, boom. I probably look very silly because I'm not as gorgeous as them. Love that body shape that she did there with the knee out. It's like, who can do a cartwheel? Oh, they they ran back. I didn't see that. I was so focused on Sakura earlier that I thought that they were right behind her. And then all of a sudden, this went to the wave and like the dancers having that kind of like after effect. It's just so cool to see. And then the flexibility, they're just showing off now. Let's do Mama. I'm hesitant to do Mama just because I feel like MMA was a lot more intricate, and I feel like you guys would want to know to hear more about that one than the Mama performance. But let's just watch it. I might have something might pop up in my head, or we could just enjoy it together. First of all, I love the outfits. Oh wait, this is a dress rehearsal! This is actually very interesting for me because we don't normally see the dress rehearsal. So if you guys don't know, pausing. If you guys don't know, dress rehearsals are very, very important, especially for live TV shows. In music shows, they get to do it several times. If you're a big group, from what I heard, if you're a big group, if you're a popular group, you get to do it several times. If you're not that big yet, if you're like a newer group, I think you have very limited time on stage for music show taping. But the dress rehearsal is very, very crucial because that's when you're gonna know, is the hair gonna fall off? Is my earpiece gonna fall off? Is my outfit okay to dance in? What are the restrictions? Where am I going to have trouble dancing? Are the shoes too heavy? Is it too loose? Is it too tight? Will the prop work? All those. So this is great to see. Hey! Snap. Just strong dancers across the board. Like, you have no weak link. Have I said that already? I feel like I always say that. Oh yeah. This has a lot of underground vibes to it. Oh, that jump. That is something that you need to establish so that you can spread out in the air. That takes centering. Like that boom, you know? She's so gorgeous. All of them are. I'm trying to get into them more. Like, I watched the documentary on my Patreon. I'm gonna be doing the day off as well. Hey! Ooh! They just have such great command of their bodies. And what it is confidence. It's very evident. And oh my god, that jump. Fuck. That jump. Boom, boom. A little bit of a hop and then like go down low. That takes commitment and mastery of your craft. Actually, this is a lot more swaggy than the MMA because it has a lot of these like liquid movements that you would see in like Western music videos. So they can all do the leg up. Oh! Almost hit the camera there, girl! Yunjin is just very confident in her own skin, which is so great to see. I know a lot of idols are, but that's something that a lot of girls and guys experience as a hurdle when they're first starting out. Like, a lot of people ask me, how do you get more comfortable dancing? How do you get more confident? And honestly, it's a lot of self-discovery. The more you become aware of who you are as a person, what you and you get to how you get to love yourself more, how you get to be more confident with the shape of your body lines, no matter what your weight or like your height is, the more confident you are in all of those, the more you will be able to project that confidence in your dancing, and everybody would just like you know, be pulled in by that charisma and that riz, as I learned recently. Am I using that term right? It's a term I learned on TikTok. So yeah, Yunjin just has a very, I mean, all of them do, but like, because she's center here, and especially those movements of like being on the table, that requires a lot of comfortability because it's something that not a lot of people do from a daily basis. And, you know, like what society has told us, like, you know, like when you're on a table, it's a little slutty, but like in dance, it's a performance. It's an art, and being able to do it requires a lot of permission for yourself to be able to do that on a table and do it the way you that you can do it with confidence. Boom. Hey, that was a snap. This is much better than the Mama broadcast. Oh my god. Oh, the level there. There's some isolation to there too. Gonna do the Beyonce. Mind you, doing the Beyonce, one, it's dizzying, right? Like, unless you're like really good at like, you know, balancing yourself. But mind you, you're on a what is it called? Platform. You're on a platform, so your vision actually needs to adjust so that you don't get dizzy and then topple over. And then goes into Fearless. Love it. So yeah, that was incredible. Yeah, as I mentioned, I'm trying to get into them more because they are lined up with what I like in terms of music, performance, dancing, visuals, of course. I feel like they have all the potential in the world to like do really, 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 really well. So yeah, I did cover a little bit more and fanboyed a little bit more on my broadcast reaction because of course that was the first time I saw them. So if you guys are interested, my reaction is on my Patreon. Link is down below. I also did the documentary, learned a lot about them there, and I'm trying to. And the next one that I'll be doing is like their day off, their reality show called SSERAFIM's Day Off. I think that's what it's called. So really excited to get to know them more. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching with me today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, do like and subscribe, and if you do subscribe, make sure you take the notification bell so you don't miss any content from me. If you'd like to get to know more about me, do check out my Instagram and Patreon down below.